Alright YouTube, what's up? What we're going to do tonight is I'm going to put some on that last video I showed y'all how to make them gas checks. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to be putting them on these right here. This is a 40 Smith & Wesson with a gas check. Okay, so you all seen how I made those the other day, the last video, and right now I'm going to show you how to switch out your dye for your lubicizer. Okay, first thing you do is you get your wrench. You unscrew this bolt right here. Unscrew the bolt because we gotta put a 401 dye, sizing dye in here. Let's see the gas checks. Now these bullets have already been sized and looped. Usually you can do it all in one motion. For whatever reason, it's better for whatever reason for me to lube and size the bullets and then get back to the gas checks on. I really don't know why it's that way. Now you got that off, you take your wrench. Take your wrench or whatever, put down here in this linkage right here. I'll show you right here. This linkage, you got a linkage right here. See, linkage. It's not a very good. Let me get that out of the way. Not a very good setup here. There we go. You got this linkage right here. Take your wrench. You can take a cast bolt or anything, and whenever you push up on this, I'll show you. Whenever you push up on this, watch what happens. Magic. Yep, that was magic. All right. Let's try it again. Wow, what did that just do? Right there's your dye. It's out. Out and about. Okay. That's how I take out a dye. And then you got your other dye right here. Your 401 dye. It's marked right here on top. Each one's marked. See that 401 right there? 401. That's the size that you want. 10mm or 40 caliber bullets. You just slap it down in there, and then you take your wrench again and you put it down in here like so, and then you push down on it, and it seats it all the way down. And then you take your nut, and sometimes this is hard to get started, but it's not too bad. You just don't want to cross thread it. Okay, that's the main thing. You don't want to cross thread it. I need to put a Masonic cleaner and get all this crud off of it, because it's got lube on it, and well, that wasn't too bad. I believe I got her started. You just put that on there and tighten her down. Like so. Now, for whatever reason, hard time getting the top punch out. That's the biggest drawback, and in my opinion the only drawback that I see of a Lubicizer is for every bullet profile that you have to have one of these. This is a top punch. It has to fit the profile of the bullet. This one right here fits. It's for a .40 caliber bullet. It fits what they call wow. It's a flat nose bullet. They call it something. I just woke up, I'm brain dead. Anyway, got the wrong side down. Truncated is the word I was looking for. Truncated bullet. Take your Allen, put it in here. Yeah, that's the drawback. You know, you got to buy a sizing die, and then you got to buy the top punch. But if you had the same caliber bullet in different profile molds, well, the only thing you'd have to buy is a top punch. And I have a hard time getting this out. I don't know what the deal is with this, but I have to like take a pair of pliers and pull that sucker out with. But the only one that comes out real good is my 38 for 38 special. That one comes right out for whatever reason. The other ones I have don't come out so easy. So give me a second and I'll get a pair of pliers and we'll get this bad boy out. Alright, we're back. Got a pair of pliers. If anybody has an easier way, knows of an easier way to get these out, please leave me a comment. Let me know or PM me or something. But this is how I've been doing it. I know there's got to be an easier way, but this is how I've been doing it. Alright. That's out there, and then I just take my wrench. And there it is. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I know there's got to be an easier way. Then you take this one up here, and you put it in right here, send it home, put something in there like we just did. This wrench gets its work out here. See, I mean that's tight. They're not machined. They're oversized or something. I don't know. Did you hear how tight that was when it went in? I don't know. I could have got a defective batch. I don't know. Maybe I need to call Lyman and ask them what their theory is on all that. Okay. Tell them I got a defective batch or something. Which could be possible. Got two that were made on a Friday. What do you expect, right? Alright. Now, we're going to be using the cedar the Lubicizer cedar, I guess. I don't know the technical name for it. It's just the seat. It's the seat gas checks. Now, you can put your gas check here, put your bullet here, and just, you know, run it through. But this lubicizer came with this right here. Yeah, it's got a lot of lube on it, but it fits right in here like that, and then that way it can't go all the way down, and when you seat the bullet, it only gets so far down, and then it smashes that in there. Alright, we're back, and what I did was I punched these out like so. With the top part of the die here, it's a two-stage die, and it makes these little discs like so. And then you put them in this thing right here, and you go up on the die, hits the die,
no scope
pops
headshot.
out, that pops out, and then it makes your gas check. See that? It's a gas check now. See how it's rounded? It's rounded on the edges. Alright, anyway, we'll make some of them, and then we're going to put them on the 40. So just bear with me a minute while I make these, and maybe give you a closer shot of it. Don't really know if you can see a lot, but I drop my ejector here. See, there's another one. So, in a video that I made, I said that the die was $100. I stand corrected. It was more like 74, 84, something like that. So, you know, you only have to make 2,000 of these bad boys, or 4,000 of these bad boys rather, to basically pay for your die. And I don't even see where I've looked on YouTube. I don't know if I've Googled it or not, but I'm sorry, not YouTube, eBay. I looked on eBay, and I was trying to find some 40 gas checks. I'm sure that they make them, because, you know, 10mm, if a person's making loading 10mm, that's a pretty hot load. Magnum load, I'd say it falls under, pretty sure. You would definitely need a gas check. So I've heard people say on YouTube that the 40 is not a very good defense round. The only question I have to you is, why did all the police departments pretty much around the country go to a 40 Smith & Wesson, since they suck? Okay, that makes no sense to me why they would do that. And by the way, FYI, the FBI was one that approached Federal Cartridge Company to design that platform, because they were wanting the 10mm bullet with a different cartridge that was lighter. So that being said, and it's not a very good defensive round, I beg to differ. Anyway, obviously the guy didn't know what he's talking about. So, getting back at the subject at hand, you make 4,000 of these bad boys, and you're good to go. And you pretty much have paid for your stuff. So, I always do that the wrong way. Notice these bullets. They have no, as soon as it focuses, they have no step, if you will, for the gas check. they're a plain base bullet. Okay. So that is the beauty of that. He makes two different kinds of dies. He makes for a plain base bullet, which this is, and then he makes it for the for one that accepts a gas check. All right, so this is how I do it, guys. It's not rocket science, of course. Okay. So what I do is I'll put the, let me zoom out here for a minute. I put the gas check on the bullet, and it seats pretty tight. Okay, I just put it on the bullet. I've heard people super glue them. I think that's a little radical because I have shot these and recovered them, and the gas check's still on them. You just shove down on it, and it's seated. It is seated. Gas check is seated. So now you can load that as this is a 175 grain bullet with the gas check. It's a little under. It's like 179 grain, maybe a little under 180 grain bullet, but I go ahead and load it as a 180 grain bullet. And you can load them as a 180 grain jacketed bullet. That's the beauty of it. And this lead is not very hard at all. Matter of fact, this lead is range scrap, and basically free lead. You know, you just got time getting there and a little bit of gas money getting there. So all in all, it's not bad. I ain't got very much money in the round. I think I figured out my 45 ACP to be probably around 3, 4, 5 cents at the most for 45 ACP. I can shoot that cheaper, and people can shoot a 22 now. Decipher that for a while. Think about that. You know, which would be funner to shoot? 22 bang, plank, bang, which there's nothing wrong with a 22. I like shooting them, but I'm just saying, which would be more funner if you had the choice? Would you rather shoot a 22 or would you rather shoot a 1911? So I shoot my 1911 way more than I shoot my 22s. And it's just my preference. Again, I have nothing against a 22. I like them. They're a great caliber. Good survival tool if need be. Take small game with it. You can take a large game with it if you put it in the right placement. It's all shot placement, right? So this one here might need a little bit more lube on it. So what you do is you see your gas check. Take this out, run it back down, and it's got lube all the way around it now. Pretty neat, huh? I don't know if this stuff melts. I've had a couple of them like that. I don't know if this lube like kind of melts from just sitting in this room where it kind of gets hot. But anyway, that video that I showed you, or that you've seen with me at the range shooting my 40 Smith & Wesson M&P with hot loads, with cast bullets, and you're sitting there thinking, how is he doing that? Right, here's the magic. It's called a gas check. And that one didn't see. Did it? Yeah, it did. It just looked dirty. It did see. It did seat. See, it's seated. So, anyway, guys, that's how you do that. And check out Pat Marlin. Pat Marlin's design. He makes all kinds. And he said he was going to start making for 22. I need to get one of those. So it's West Coast Engineers. West Coast Engineers, and the website is right there, patmarlin.com. So if you're interested, guys, I say don't hesitate to buy. The guy's a really good guy to deal with. He helped me out. I kind of messed up a die. It was my fault, and I sent it back, and for him to fix it, he said he'd send it back, he'd do it. I just want it buffed out and polished out or whatever, and it was so bad that he couldn't do it, and he ended up making me a brand new die and didn't charge me a dime extra. So what it was is I stripped out all of my brass screws, these dies that he makes. I guess it's tool steel, but I don't know if it's hardened or not. But they take these brass set screws right here. I mean, it's just a brass set screw. And I was stripping them out because they were hitting the top of my press, and I didn't realize it, and they're real soft. So I went to Lowe's and bought some steel set screws and used them, and oh man, it tore up the sleeve that goes in the die. I mean, it pitted it. So he couldn't fix it, and he made me a new one and didn't charge me any more. And I mean, that's going to be on the Call of Duty there, guys. So that's the kind of person you're dealing with. Great businessman. So I'm going to promote his product. I'm not getting anything out of it except for the usage of it. I mean, I'm not endorsing it or anything or getting any money for it. Wish there was, but I'm not. So anyway, guys, get out there and shoot, have fun, happy reloading. Catch y'all on the flip side. And I know that's not focused. Widow out.